All right, folks, we are here at the Korean Recreation Ground and we into the second over now. Just a few technical difficulties as we started up here. Aaron Das bowling here now to Cahill Thomas. Cahill Thomas gets back and strikes it to the covers over Aaron there. So we're expecting some exciting cricket here at the Korean Recreational Ground today. Take it on, take it on. All right, so Cahill Thomas and Barry Lakshmi Dial here opening the batting for the Balmain team. And these two teams are well familiar with each other. They play in the same division. This is senior division finals here. And we're expecting some exciting cricket from both teams today. Barry on strike now. Aaron comes in, a good ball, length delivery, and Barry takes off there for a quick single. Well appreciated by his teammates. So this is Cricket Core Pro. We are bringing coverage of this finals for Central Zone here live from the Korean Recreational Ground. A good turnout here today. Up in the air, there's a chance here for a catch, and he takes it. The dangerous Cahill Thomas has to go. That's an excellent catch here, and Aaron Das gets his man. That is a blow here for the Balmain team. Indeed, Cahill has been doing well throughout the season. He has to walk back to the pavilion now. So the youngster Sajid Abraham, I believe he's around 14 or 15 years old if I'm not mistaken, heading out to the wicket now, number 19 on his back. He has some work to do. It's 40 overs to bat, so it's almost like a 3-day or 2-day game. So Sajid takes his guard. He's waiting here for the umpire just to confirm. So an ultra attacking field here from Supersonics. They are known to be a very attacking team. They have two men in short cover. They have another man there on the 30 yard waiting in cover. A man backward point, a slip. Here comes Aaron, a good ball delivery on the line of the off stump. Plays that one out to the man at backward point, no run. There's also a man at short mid wicket. They have one fielder all the way down long off for the youth man Sajid. Here comes Aaron again into him. Down the line of the leg stump. That's a bad ball there from Aaron. He has all the protection on the offside, yet he bowled down the leg. So he will need to fix that if they want to get any sort of purchase here into the Balmain batting lineup. I got the privilege to see this young man in action in the semi-final, and he is quite capable with the bat. So they don't wanna take anything for granted here with him. Barry, a stalwart here for the Balmain team. Nice little tuck there for a single, and they will need to get a lot of that, Balmain. This is 40 overs. This isn't 20 overs. This is the long haul. You need to be able to put your head down and bat for a while. So the score after the second over is 6-1. Apologies, 7-1. So Frank is back here, bowling to Barry. A short length delivery passing just the outer edge here of the bat of Barry Lochbidial. Frank not up to full pace yet, but I'm pretty sure that you see his fastest ball pretty soon. So Frank, at the top of his mark, he's in. He just pulls out of that one. They're not getting the rhythm right. It's all about rhythm when you're a fast bowler. If you don't get that rhythm right, you don't get the pace. So Frank is taking a stroll back to his starting mark. Barry waiting on him. Frank is in. Bowls a short delivery again. Barry just punches that one down to long off, and he get a single. This is just the third over of the match. So we have a lot of cricket here, 40 overs cricket we are in for here today. Sajid Abraham here, getting ready to take first strike to Frank. The young man is just checking the field, making sure that he can place the ball again here with the two covers. Here, short delivery, not rising as much as Frank would have wanted, but the young man just plays it there to the man at backward point and gets a single. So this is good here from the Balmain team. Having lost an early wicket in K.L. Thomas, they would have been expecting a lot from him in the batting department, but having said that, they have very deep pockets when it comes to batting. So Frank is in. Bowls, this time he goes a full toss. And a misfield down there at the boundary, allowing 2 runs. There's not a particularly good throw from the fielder, allowing 2 easy runs there for the Balmain team. So if you see folks just passing, things are just being set up here for this final. Frank just shifting things a little bit. I think he was trying to bowl a few short deliveries and then getting that Yorker length delivery, but it didn't come off this time. Oh, that's a good length delivery there from Frank. What a ball there from the Jamaican. Straight to the keeper, Kishan Sukdeo. And that is brilliant bowling. Good thinking there from Frank. Comes Frank, he's in again. Bowling to the experienced Barry Lochbidial. Short ball, pull around, and that's going to beat the man to the boundary. 4 runs. Barry, That's an easy shot. If you look at his mannerism, it's like, no, you can't move. All right, so apologies. Just spectator bouncing into the camera. So the first boundary here from Barry just swiveling, hitting that one away for 4 runs. So 15 for 1 after the third over. Aaron Das getting ready to bowl the fourth. Just a few things, just a few players just moving around a bit here. So for the first time, they have taken out one of the short covers and all right, so apologies if you've seen some action in front of the camera. We are just getting something set up here for the sound system, so you'll be hearing some music shortly. All right, so a quick single there from the batsman again. So just to get back into the game, 17 for 1, 3.4 overs. Aaron Das bowling, Sajid Abraham on strike, Barry Lachmidial on 10. 10 from 13 deliveries, 1-4. Oh, Sajid. Good ball there from the man Aaron Das. All right, so we here live at Korean Rec. Oh, that one comes back in a little bit high. The umpire isn't interested at all in that shout, and I think he got it right. So that's the end of the over. 17 for 1 after 4 overs. So this is not bad here from the Balmain team.
Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Yeah, good to you have enough cord to reach here so you could make announcements while you're You have a jack, you have a headphone. Nali, your phone could you got to play a YouTube, get soca YouTube something. How much you have? But when I call in you go
Who's our bully now?
Testing.
Who's our bully now? Who's our bully now?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Who is the bowler? Who is the
we
bowler
have
scorer?
some audio and welcome to the 40 over final of the senior division here at Central Zone here at Korea Village Recreation Ground. We have Balmain batting in the bright yellow and green.
So just awaiting the name of the bowler. He's familiar, but we can't remember his name.
Green jerseys, black pants. The two best teams in Central Zone right now.
So Ryan Prasad is the bowler coming from the road end. Just checking now the ball to see if something is wrong with it. And umpire is just doing a little bit of gardening for the ball. So we thank you for logging in, and we're looking forward for an excellent game of cricket here today. Good weather, everything looks right, good pitch. So the next voice that you're going to hear is the voice of the chairman himself, Mr. Viyash Nanlal, and he's going to take you through the game with some commentary today. Apologies for yesterday, we were not able to have anyone do the commentary. So we are grateful for him here today, taking up the charge for the commentary position. So the next voice you hear is Mr. Nanlal.
Thank you, Dennis, and such a great job, Dennis, of organizing and managing the cricket committee and all of these competitions. We have our final here playing, Balmain versus Supersonic. So we have Sajid Abraham in the wicket there, playing pensively. To that, the ball seems to be moving away from him. And Ryan Prasad holds in there. A bit fuller outside off stump, may have moved away from him. And Sajid goes for the drive, doesn't quite pick up with it. And again, a very similar ball. And Sajid seems to be trying to pick up that ball outside of stump. Not too successful. And the score now is 19 for 1 after 5 overs. Balmain taking their time, looking to consolidate their innings. And here we have Aaron Das to Barry Lachmidial. And Barry goes. He looks like he wants to plant that across the mid-wicket area. He plays across, but misses completely. Aaron Das must be liking what he's seeing as well there too, because had that been on the pads or the wicket, Barry might have been in a bit of trouble. Aaron Das to Barry again. A little full, and Barry plays the same shot, just as I said, on the wicket, same shot, but on target. So Barry goes now 19 for 2. This is the 6th over bowling, so Balmain needs to consolidate here. Again, Barry playing the same shot across the line, as I would have said for the previous ball. Had that been on the line of the wicket, he would have been in trouble, and so said, so done. Aaron Das probably heard me from here and put that direct on middle stump, crashing into the stumps. And there we have Daniel Devraj coming in to replace the captain, Barry Lachmidial. Daniel Devraj coming in there. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies there. Just had to step away from the mic, but we are 24 for 2. And we have Sajid batting again. Very pensive, but he cuts it. He bisects the field there. He picks up a quick single. Ball comes in. It's a direct hit, but the batsman is comfortably inside. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 27 for 3 in the 8th over. We have Aaron Das bowling to Sajid again. Sorry, my mistake. Mukesh producing. And Aaron Das bowling again to him. Very tricky bowler he is turning out to be. And Mukesh goes big and he connects. It's a 6. He doesn't waste any time. Mukesh goes big. Aaron Das planted for a 6 over the short boundary, but still very deceptive. Das to Mukesh again. Oh, and he bowls him! Mukesh went full forward and totally deceived by Aaron Das. That is some good bowling by Das. A great length. Really good bowling there by Aaron Das. And a new batsman coming in is Andrew Ramdial. But we have Daniel here now, facing again. Playing cautiously. Playing it on the offside there to cover. Picks up a single. Mukesh is taking his time as he's getting himself ready to face Rampasad, who's also looking very tricky on this wicket. I wanted to disturb the stream. No, it's here. Once it. And he plays that ball very defensively on the front foot. No run. Surely Supersonic, they would have their tails up at this point in time, but you can never count Balmain out. You have some very talented youngsters in this team. Playing very pensively, that ball looks like it just turned on the offside. Didn't offer a shot, allowing it to go safely to the wicketkeeper. And more or less a full toss, but playing it very carefully, driving it on the onside to pick up a single, bringing Deyraj on the wicket. And we have a shout there, an appeal for LBW, but the umpire not interested. Diraj survives. And we have here Aaron Dassa again coming in. Mukesh is very careful again, letting that one go. Sorry, my mistake. Andrew Ramdial in the wicket there. Aaron Dassa to Ramdial, and Ramdial is beaten again outside the off stump. Aaron Das to Ramdial. He drives it, picks up, it beats the fielder there, and he picks up a single on the onside. Playing very cautiously right now. This Balmain looking to consolidate and build our innings. I think that would be the plan at this point in time. A lot of overs to go in this 40 over game. That's to Daniel. And he goes big. Does he have enough? He picks up a 4. He bisects the field there. Just wide off. Long on. Picks up a very vital boundary there. Takes some pressure off. And Daniel has made his intentions very clear. And Daniel cuts it a bit on the onside, goes to cover, picks up a single again off of Aaron Das, so he keeps the scoreboard ticking. Again, and that's the end of the over. And after 10 overs, it's 43 for 4. 41 for 4, sorry. And we continue with Rampasad here. And we are about to start the 11th over. Daniel slashes that ball there. It goes down to the boundary, and that looks like another 4 runs for Daniel. So he has made his intentions very clear. He is consolidating his building, but he is willing to put away the bad balls. Rampasad to Daniel again. And he goes big. Does he have enough? Yes, and he clears it on the north side there. That's 6 runs to Daniel. That was a big one. Landed on the road. So in 2 balls, Daniel has made his intentions very clear. He has added 10 runs to the score. And Supersonics recovers the ball there. And the vibe has just gotten a little more exciting. The DJ has started up here in Korea Village Recreation Ground. The fireworks have started. Balls have started flying over the boundary. It's shaping up to be a very exciting match as Balmain is reconsolidating. And Daniel would be surely looking to continue on like this and build a competitive score on this Korea Village wicket. And Rampasad to Daniel, and he plays that ball cautiously, just on the back foot, defending. And again, Daniel playing very smart here, taking his time. He already has gotten 10 off the over. There's no need to take any risks in this over right now. Oh, and that's a full toss, and it goes long over deep mid wicket there for another 6 runs. And Daniel is playing very smart right now. Anytime he gets the bad ball, he is putting it away. And Daniel telling Balmain, relax, he will do the work. And this is a really good contest here. Rampasad against Daniel. Rampasad to Daniel. Short and wide. Daniel lets it go and picks up the extra run. So already 17 runs in this over. Daniel has made his intentions very clear. Oh, and another short ball, and Daniel pulls it away. So that's 4 runs. That's 21 runs in the over. And Daniel milking this over, getting 21 runs off the over. Some much needed runs here for Balmain United. And the score has raced to 62 for 4 after 11 overs. Daniel doing some damages. Again, Aaron Das coming in now.
What's the batsman name again?
And Andrew Ramdial playing it a shot off the leg there to Aaron Das. Ramdial seems comfortable with staying in there, getting in, eking out singles. He just punches that off the back foot on the offside there, straight to the fielder. And Andrew just plays that deftly on the offside there. Goes to point, no run. Oh, and he just gets a touch on that down the leg side, a little high, extra bounce. Brings Daniel Deiraj to the strike. Daniel has been very aggressive in the last 2 overs, cracking 21 off the last over. He has hit Aaron Das for a couple boundaries in the previous over. Let's see how he fares here. Here we have Das to Deiraj, and Danny plays it cautiously, defensively. Again, Daniel is playing Das very cautiously, taking his time there. He's in no rush. And that's the over. And here we have the new bowler, James Suknarain, bowling to Andrew. And certainly James would want to come in there and restrict the score, maybe pick up a couple of wickets early. A fuller ball driven by Andrew. It beats the fielder. And a single is picked up. There's some overthrows there. There's some overthrows. Does it have legs? And it goes straight to the boundary. There's 4 overthrows, so 5 runs with that very careful, pensive drive. And the umpire signals 5 runs there. And that brings Daniel again to the wicket. You get the sense that Balmain is starting to consolidate and put themselves in a decent position after losing 4 quick wickets early. See the umpires conversing here on something. I don't know what the pause here is about. Seems to be some conversation with the batsman. And here we have James Suknanan to Daniel, and that ball goes down the leg. Umpire didn't signal wide, so it must have touched some part of the pad. James again to Daniel, and he goes for a big one but misses it completely. Misses the keeper, misses it. They go away for a bye. The umpire signals, so another single there. The Balmain home team is very animated here right now. They are getting excited about what they are seeing. And Andrew plays defensively again in his front foot. No run. James to Andrew. Andrew goes on the front foot, he drives it on the up, goes down to cover and picks up a comfortable single there, bringing Devraj on the wicket. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Korea Village, Karpichaima. Despite weather forecast, the sun is out, the wicket looks hard, the outfield is dry, and it's bright and shiny here today in Korea Village. James to Devraj, lets it go. And the score is 70 for 4 after 13 overs. So Balmain in a comfortable position. And Andrew just drives Das again on the up, picks up a single, brings Daniel Devraj to the wicket, and it seems like that's Andrew's plan, just to pick up the singles, get Danny on strike, and allow him to do the damages. And Daniel picking up a comfortable single there. Bringing back Andrew. Satisfied with 1 by 1 to fill the basket as well. Playing cautiously against Aaron Das, who we saw could be quite dangerous. Das to Andrew. Just plays it off the hips. Goes to mid-on, no run. And we are seeing the crowd starting to build around the ground here in Korea Village. Little by little, people are coming out. They're already spectators here for both teams, but then the home team, Andrew plays it on the leg side there. Picks up a comfortable single again, so they are happy to pick up singles against Aaron Das today. Das to Daniel. Daniel seems very cautious so far, and he plays it cautiously again, defensively, on the back foot. Again, played cautiously by Daniel, and we have the end of the over there. The scorers. And the score is 73-4 after 14. And that looks like drinks, folks, so I'll return after the drinks break. And we are back after the drinks break, 73 for 4. After 14 overs, again we have Andrew Ramdial and Daniel Deraj in the wicket there, doing some consolidation for Balmain United. James Suknanan coming in to bowl his second over, the 15th of the game. James to Andrew, it's full. Andrew drives it straight to the fielder there on the offside. Cautious approach by Andrew so far. Suknanan to Andrew. Decent length. He plays it defensively on the front foot. Again, Balmain is full of a lot of youth players, but they are highly talented, highly skilled. Some of them playing national youth level cricket. Fuller ball, gets it a little wider, but still no run. He reached down about a quarter ways down the pitch, but sent back by Devraj. Taking no chances at this point in time. So after losing 4 early wickets, Daniel Devraj and Andrew Ramdial have started to consolidate and done some rebuilding here for Balmain. And Andrew drives it. It goes to Dominic Choi there, who is fast on the outfield, has a good arm. He doesn't chance it. Feeling mid-off. Suknanan to Andrew, plays it off the back foot, a little wider than point, and picks up a easy single, bringing Daniel Devraj back on the wicket. And a wide ball there, just chopped to the ground. No runs there for Devraj. Check for him up, but somebody coming just now to use it there, but yeah, you can borrow it for now, but we gotta take it back in a little while, right? Just put the thing across it. And here we have Das to Andrew. Ooh, on the back foot to Aaron Das, Andrew, and misses it. Wraps the pad, but looks a bit too high. Not any meaningful type of appeal there. Fuller on his knees, he drives it. The fielder there, Dominic Choi again. Very good on the outfield. Very good fielder, batsman and bowler for Supersonic, our all-rounder. Oh, and Andrew, he gets it around the mid-wicket region and picks up a single. So Andrew showing some intent from his defensive posture. brings Daniel Deiraj on the wicket. A careful consolidation taking place here, as I said, from Balmain after losing 4 wickets. Building a platform to move forward. Das to Daniel Deiraj. And Danny cuts it, but it goes to the, looks like backward point fielder there. Very backward point fielder, in fact. Das to Daniel. And Das is bowling a very good length, keeping a very tight line. Very experienced player is Aaron Das, played in this final, and I'm sure all his cricketing experience is coming to the fore here, as well as Daniel Deiraj. So this is a very good contest between 2 very experienced players. So of course Das would be trying to get the better of Daniel. Daniel will be looking to stay in and bat on for his team. Oh, and Daniel goes big over and he clears everything. It lands on the pavilion. I don't know if there's a dent on that roof. We are checking here, but that's a huge 6 by Daniel Deiraj. So he has the ability to switch it. And it looks like Supersonic is still looking for that ball after it landed on the roof of the pavilion, and I see a fielder running with it, so that's good news. Play will resume. And play is about to resume after that massive 6 there. And the score is 81 for 4 after 16. In fact, that 6 ended the over of Aaron Das. And we have James Suknanan again coming to bowl. James Suknanan to Andrew Ramdial. And Andrew goes for a drive there. Misses it. I think his foot drags slightly out, but he seems to have been able to get it back in time. Keeper very quick with his gloves, but not quick enough. A muffled appeal. But of course, umpire Rene Passad unmoved. And we have the umpires here today. Rene Passad and umpire Frank Morgan. Suknanan to Andrew. He plays a similar shot again. I'm not too sure if he picked up an edge there, but it went to first slip Aaron Das. Just falling short. That ball seemed to have hit Das in his foot. He is on the ground, but he seems to have recovered. Das known to be a very tough player. and play defensively. And it goes down the leg, and does it have legs to run down to the boundary? And Andrew picks up a boundary there, just a tickle of an edge running down to the boundary for 4 runs for Andrew. So Andrew picking up a very delicate touch to go down to the boundary. Playing defensively, but seems to have been beaten with that ball. And Andrew not looking totally comfortable, but he is playing. Cuts it, no runs. No runs there for Andrew. Suknanan bowling to Andrew. And Andrew plays it on the front foot. Doing his job, staying there. Eking out the singles, getting the odd boundaries. And keeping the score ticking along. And we have a new bowler coming on the attack, Daniel Sukram. Daniel Sukram replacing Aaron Das. Daniel playing it cautiously, just watching that first ball. And the sun is out here bright and hot today in Korea Village. Oh, and that's a full toss. Goes for a single. I am not too sure if that was above the waist or not. The umpire says it was below the waist. So, Suknanan to James, and it passes the fielder. James picks up a single. Sorry, that's Andrew picks up a single. So Daniel Sukram to Daniel Diraj, Daniel to Daniel. Let's see how this contest of the Daniels go. A little shorter, and Diraj cuts, goes straight to the fielder around the point region there. Daniel Sukraj, shorter again, but Daniel Diraj doesn't quite catch hold of it. No run. So Daniel Sukram to Daniel Diraj. Good length. Looks to be slightly moving away, and that's the end of the over.
87 for 4 after 18.
And the score is 87 for 4 after 18. And here we have James again to Andrew. Andrew plays it off the back foot. And more. Andrew is looking like he's getting set in that wicket. Looking ready for a long haul, a long innings. He is doing the job that is required at this point in time. James to Andrew. A little shorter. Pulls at it, goes straight to long on there, picks up a single. Brings Daniel Diraj to the wicket now. So in these overs, Balmain seems very happy and content with just keeping the scoreboard ticking over. Fuller ball, but defended on the leg side there by Daniel Diraj. And we are in the rainy season here in Trinidad and Tobago, but it's a beautiful day for cricket out here in Korea Village. That ball picks up a little extra bounce, it looks like, and Diraj is able to eke out a single there, right in the close fielding region. Got very far in the front foot. James to Andrew, and Andrew plays it, goes straight to cover, no runs. James to Andrew, he drives straight back to the bowler. No run. And that's the end of the over. And Daniel to Daniel. Daniel Deiraj just leaves that one to go. Fuller outside of stump. Didn't trouble Deiraj. Deiraj happy to let that one go to the keeper. And Daniel Deiraj just fenced that one off again. And Deiraj just happy to play this in the cover region. On a shorter ball, but it looks like it came in slow. Daniel Deiraj, he didn't really get bat on it, it looks like. Maybe some gloves, but he picks up a single there, it looks like. So Daniel to Andrew. Shorter, Andrew plays it wide of the fielder there. Looking like kind of short mid-wicket. Picks up a single now. And Andrew is starting to settle down, it looks like, in this wicket and get down to the business of staying in there and keeping the scoreboard ticking. A full toss to Deiraj. And it looks like it was put down by Aaron Das. Oh my, that would have been a gift for Aaron Das. A little difficult, but he has taken much harder than that in the past. And he would have been very disappointed with that one, I think, Aaron Das, because that would have been a crucial breakthrough. Normally doesn't put them down, but it was dipping on him. He had to get low. It's a tough one there. $91 for 4 after 20. And here we have James to Andrew. And Andrew goes over the fielder. Does it go all the way? No, it does not. But he wants a second one. Daniel is very quick on the bowler's side. And Andrew makes it comfortably. So that's 2 runs. And Andrew is settling in. Starting to play his shots now. He's looking a little more open. He's taking his time and building his innings. And looking very good in the wicket now. And here we have James to Andrew again. Goes on the front foot, but that ball rises a little high. Probably came through with a little more pace. Beats the bat. James to Andrew. He plays it there. No run. And again, we are here courtesy live stream via Cricket Core live streaming services. I am Viash Nanlal, commentating here right now, but also chairman of the Central Zone. So I welcome all of you as Andrew drives that ball on the up. Was a little high, but nowhere close to any fielder. And we welcome everyone on the live stream to our Central Zone 40 over Senior Division final. Of course, this year Central Zone decided to run our 40 over competition by divisions, give clubs an opportunity to play more competitive cricket and give more clubs a chance to win that first prize and glory. James bowls a good ball and beats Andrew, actually playing on the front foot, but that ball seemed to move away from him. So this is the last final in the Central Zones 2026 season. The last game, in fact, after this, that will be it for the Central Zone 2026 cricket season. So we thank everyone for supporting all along the way. That ball goes down the leg, it seems, but it must have clipped a pad or something because the umpire doesn't call wide. And we have Daniel crashing that ball to the boundary for 4 runs. And Daniel again just letting that white ball go. So Daniel to Daniel again. This is a very good contest that we are seeing here. And Dheeraj tries to cut that, but it goes to the keeper, misses. And a slower ball wide. Daniel Dheeraj goes at it but doesn't make contact. And wider outside of stump. And that looked like a spectator's bowl out, but it came off the keeper's pad onto the stumps. No one moved. So a really good contest here with Daniel Dheeraj and Daniel Sukram. Daniel to Daniel here again. Some good bowling, some good cautious, careful, smart batting. And Daniel Sukram flighting a ball there. And Dheeraj playing it cautiously. And James Suknanan back bowling at Andrew. Andrew edges. Caught by Aaron Das. Aaron Das taking it very, very safely there. Very safe hands generally. Aaron Das. That's why I was surprised when he put down that catch earlier on in the previous over. And the score is now 99-5. And that brings young Issa Ramkisoon to the wicket. Issa, of course, a central zone player. Issa, very talented central zone player, school cricket player, played in the under-17 cup as well. So although he's young, Issa is by no means any pushover. He has shown that he could stand up there with them and be competitive at very high levels too. So Issa joins Daniel Devraj to the wicket. 99-5. Balmain United is batting at right now. And surely Supersonics have to be feeling that they are in with a very good chance. They are playing some very good cricket, some tight bowling. They are holding on to their catches. The feeling has been really good as well. And the crowd around the ground is building as the sun cools on this beautiful sunny afternoon as James bowls on to Issa. And Issa is gone! LBW! Umpire Frank Morgan wastes no time in raising his finger. So that's 2-2 for James. Issa doesn't stay long in the wicket. And James Suknarain, he is on a hat trick here in this Central Zone 40 over Senior Division final. We're here in Korea Village, so it's 2-2 for James. So Balmain now 99-6. And that brings Daniel Fletcher to the wicket. So Daniel Fletcher to the wicket now. So the name of the game now is really to just bat out the overs, survive to the end. Daniel Devraj is batting very well on his end, and he just needs partners to hold on with him to be able to put on a competitive score. There's still a lot of overs to go. So this is only the 23rd over out of 40 that's bowling. So 17 overs again to go. So a lot of overs. A lot could happen here. And Balmain needs a partnership. And a big shout for the hat-trick ball there, but Daniel Fletcher doesn't seem to have touched that, and an appeal, but still, the umpire is unmoved. So I see manager Mystery Lachmidial starting to pace a bit. Of course, Mystery Lachmidial, the Central Zone Under-19 manager, taking them straight to a final. Excellent job again by Mystery, and a very experienced person in the Central Zone lineup, former chairman, and always around youth development, anything to do with youth. So he's hoping that Daniel Fletcher and Daniel Diraj, the two Daniels in the wicket there, that they could hold on and build a partnership. Of course, Supersonics would be wanting to get those 4 wickets as soon as they could and chase down these runs in the Korea Village Recreation Ground. James to Daniel Diraj. Fuller, and he defends it. And that's the end of the over. How much? 100? 100 for? You want 100, eh? And the score after the 23rd over is 100 for 6. And Daniel Sukram to Daniel Fletcher, while Daniel Diraj is in the non-striker side. So we have Daniel bowling to Daniel, while Daniel is on the non-striker side. I don't think I've ever seen something like this in Central Zone before, but first time for everything. So Daniel Sukram to Fletcher, and Fletcher cuts it over the 30 yard. Looks far behind point, and it goes down to the boundary. So Daniel Fletcher shows his intent very early. He is out here to score runs. Daniel Diraj, in the non-striker side, has already settled, playing a very cautious innings. Of course, the bowler Daniel Sukraj, he is looking to limit the scoring as much as he could. Sukraj to Fletcher, and Fletcher goes big, he lobs it up in the air. Does it have enough? Oh, it just hits the fielder's hand there in long off. That looked like it should have been a comfortable catch. The fielder spills that one, whereas Balmain would have been in some big big trouble. Will that be a costly mistake for Supersonic? Supersonic would have been in the driving seat had that catch been taken. Diraj Martin drives it on the ground, fielded by Choi. Very little gets past Choi on that field. And Daniel Deraji plays that ball fuller. It looked like a kind of Yorker length, but when behind the keeper, brings Daniel Fletcher to the wicket. And we want to thank groundsman Bijou Sinanan for giving us a nice wicket with a full ball there. Pulled, goes to backward square leg. So groundsman Bijou Sinanan providing a decent wicket here for this final, even after we played our final yesterday as well too. So getting the wicket back in good playing condition. It's Daniel Sukraj. Bowls to Daniel Diraj. Sukraj to Diraj. Shorter played to Choi. And that's the end of the over. The score is 107 for 6. And here we have James again to Daniel Fletcher. Plays it forward on the front foot. Defensive shot there. Not going for anything too extravagant. James to Daniel. He just lets that one go to the wicket-keeper, and I see Aaron Das now has put on the wicket-keeping gloves and pads after bowling his spell. A good spell there by Aaron. James to Daniel, and Daniel goes across. It looks like a slug sweep, but it falls in between the two fielders who were going for it. One of the fielders there had to run from behind, which is always a difficult catch to take with the sun in his eyes, I think. So a safe shot there. He went for the slug sweep, didn't quite pick up on it. That brings Daniel Deuraj to the wicket. James to Daniel. That ball keeping a bit low, but hitting the pad. Looks like going down the leg. Not even an appeal there. James to Deuraj, plays it defensively. James again to Devraj. Ball, he's hit on the pad, and umpire Frank Morgan gives him, so that is the end of Daniel Devraj. Played a great innings, calmed his team down, consolidated, but that's the end of Daniel Devraj's vigil. That's the end of a good innings by Daniel Devraj. And Devraj goes for a well-played 42. Unfortunately, it was not enough. And that brings Dario Passad to the wicket, 7 wickets down. Of course, Supersonics have to be fancying their chances in this game now. Their tails must be up. 108 for 7 after 25 overs. And Devraj played across the line there to that ball, wrapped on the pad. Didn't see any arguments from him there. Normally walks when he knows he's out. And inside is Dario Passad. Not a good young player. Can hold his own very well. So Daniel Fletcher batting. Oh, and he's bowled by Daniel Sokraj. He was nowhere around that, nowhere close to that. Clean bowled. Very good ball by Sokraj. Sukram, sorry. Very well, comprehensively bowled by Sukram, and I'm telling you, with 8 wickets down, Supersonics, their tails are up. I think they can smell it at this point in time, but the game is by no means over. Balmain still have some very good bowling, and of course, cricket is an unpredictable game. And 2 wickets still in hand for Balmain United. So these youths, they really have to dig deep now and do the job. And the new batsman, Jonathan Mahmood. A new batsman, Jonathan Mahmood. And Daniel is bowling to Jonathan. Jonathan Mahmood. A lot of overs to go again in this 40-over game. Balmain just needs to dig in. Daniel to Jonathan. And he goes hard and almost picks up a boundary there. Very good feeling by Supersonics to keep it out. He went dead straight as a needle. That brings Dario Passad to the wicket. Dario could bat a bit. Good off-spin bowler. All-rounder. So by no means can be called a tail ender for Balmain. Let's see if these young men of Balmain United could dig deep. Of course, Supersonics, they will be looking to wrap it up very quickly. Here at the Korea Village Recreation Ground. It's a bright sunny day. Daniel to Dario. Shorter ball, Dario defends it. No run. Clouds are out. Sun is shining. Someone would have said it's a good day for the beach, but it's an even better day for cricket. Fuller ball, Dario plays it on the front foot cautiously. No run. Daniel to Dario, he loves it. Throws up and Dario just slashes at it, rubs it up and it's caught. Is it at cover there? Very soft dismissal there. So that's 9 wickets down for Balmain. So it's 9 down for 109. And that brings young Sanjay Jairam to the wicket. Just 14 years old, but very talented leg spin bowler, batsman as well too. For Central Zone, a Central Zone under 15 player. Don't judge him by the height. This young man could play quite a bit of cricket and has been known to get some of the best out there out with his very tricky leg spin. Again, and that's a very defensive shot played by Sanjay. Sanjay, of course, very experienced youth player, very good youth player. Actually, I must say Balmain is showing off some of the best youth players. And after 26 overs, Balmain is 109 for 9. Supersonics will be looking to wrap this up. I am very sure we have James here. James to Jonathan. Oh, and Jonathan makes his intent very clear. He is looking to go at it. He's looking to waste no time. He's on his knees, looking to get that over, long off, it looks like. But of course, missing that ball, no run. James to Jonathan. Oh, and he plays it on the leg side here. It just goes over mid-wicket. Picks up a single that brings Sanjay to the wicket. 14-year-old Sanjay. James to Sanjay, and Sanjay gets on the front foot. Looks very good there. Looks very technical. You could see all his training at his young age still coming into play there. James to Sanjay. Ooh, and Sanjay plays that a little bit on the up. Picks up a single. Looks like he measured that shot to just clear any fielder there. So that brings Jonathan to the wicket. It's very good to see some of the best youngsters we have in Central Zone playing in a senior division final in Central Zone. So this is no ordinary game. These are the two best teams that Central Zone has to offer at the highest level in the Central Zone. James to Jonathan. Fuller, Jonathan shows his intent. He wants to go at it. Misses a Fuller ball. Of course, we thank Cricket Core for bringing you this live stream commentary. James to Jonathan, he drives it carefully, and that looks more like the shots he should be playing. These two, I think, could still keep the scoreboard ticking, bringing young Sanjay to the wicket. A lot of overs still to play, so if both of them bend down their heads, they can take the score up. James to Sanjay, and Sanjay just plays it with a very deliberate bat there. It goes almost down to the boundary line. He gets 2 runs. One feels like if Sanjay just put like a little more power there, that would have rolled down to the boundary, but he just played it cautiously, and that's some good runs there. 2 important runs for Balmain at this point in time. And we are back here. Oh, and that's a big shot he's been trying to hit. That's a 6 from Jonathan. It goes into the garden. It goes into the peace patch on the south side of Korea here. It looks like he's been having that intent from the last over. He picks it up. He picks Daniel Sukram. He picks up that full ball and totes it over the side screen into the peace patch here in Korea Village. That's a welcome and well-deserved 6 for Balmain. As I said, these youngsters, they are by no means any tail-enders. All of them could bat 1 to 11. So there's a real chance, if they take their times, they could put on a competitive score. There's a lot more overs to go. Daniel to Jonathan. Short ball. He goes to pull again. An appeal, but the umpire isn't interested. Umpire Frank Morgan, very experienced in this game, very experienced in finals as well too. And a muffled appeal. Misses. Aaron Das takes off the bails, but I think he knew there wasn't anything in that appeal. Jonathan pulls that for 6. He pulls it into the garden, the unplanted garden, on the west side of Korea. And Jonathan has made his intent clear. 6 runs. Again, another in the peace patch. 6 runs in the garden. 12 runs so far in the over. And that is the end of the over there. These are some important runs for Balmain. And the score is 126 after 28. And this looks like the water break at this point in time. So drinks have been called. Players will take some. Of course, Balmain will have their conversations. We have a game on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Cricket Corps coming live. And Via Chandral, the commentator, chairman of Central Zone, will return after the drinks break. And of course, Balmain United and Supersonic Sports vying to be the champion of the Central Zone Senior Division, the two top teams in the Senior Division of Central Zone Cricket. In the 40 overs, they have done well to reach the final. This is certainly shaping up to be a very good game here in Korea Village, Karpi Chaima. Well cut ground, good crowd, nice vibes. Music is playing, commentary and live stream is going. It's a very great day for cricket all around. And we are about to commence after the drinks break. (28 over, 126 for 9). But some aggressive intent shown here by Jonathan. And of course Sanjay is looking very solid inside there too. Oh, a slower ball. Jonathan skies this up. Let's see what happens here. Oh, and the player takes it, and that's the end of the innings. Balmain 126 all out. 126 all out is Balmain. Supersonics have done well to restrict Balmain. They have some dangerous players on hand, but Supersonic has done very well to restrict them to 126. But cannot underestimate Balmain United. They have some very good youth players, some very good bowlers on hand. But certainly, Supersonic will be fancying their chances of chasing down this score on this ground. And we will return to you after the start of the new innings, the Supersonic innings. New Zealand win the match? And yes, folks, we are back as Supersonic starts their run chase, chasing 126 in 40 overs, 127 to win, doing very well to restrict. Sorry, my mistake. Scorers have corrected me. 130 is the target to win. Final score is 129, so 130 is the target for Supersonic. So Balmain United, their entire season comes down to this innings, defending 130, 40 overs, 10 wickets. And the opening batsmen, Travis Mangal Singh and Dominic Choi for Supersonic, tasked with giving Supersonic a good start in this chase of 130. Both of them very well accomplished batsmen. They know how to clear the boundary, but they also know how to bend their head down and bat as well. Of course, Balmain has some very good bowling. It looks like they are going to open with Daniel Fletcher. Very good quick bowler who came up through the youth ranks. Again, special thanks to umpires Frank Morgan and Rennie Passad. And one thing I can tell you, we have a game on our hands because these youths, they don't know how to give up. They will fight right down to the end. We have young players like Cahill Thomas, who played for the Central Zone under 15, but also the National under 15 team, the youth team that made his name in the tournament, winning many accolades. So he is very sharp, very good on the field, very good with the ball. We have Sanjay Jairam as well. We have Issa. We have, of course, Daniel Fletcher and a number of youths who could give Supersonic some trouble with that ball. They have given big teams a lot of headache in the past. So let's see what this young team does on the field. Of course, they are also very sharp on the field. You cannot take too much chances with their hands. They are very accurate. They are very fast. And very little gets past them. So we have a game on our hands. Umpire Frank Morgan signaling the start of the game. Dominic Choi to face the first ball of this innings. Daniel Fletcher about to run into bowl. And the first ball is played down the leg there by Choi. Picks up a quick two. Choi looks like he is ready to show intent. Very fast in between the wickets. And here we have Daniel Fletcher down the leg. A wide ball. Balmain has to be careful. They cannot give too much away. They don't have much to play with. Again, down the leg, wide signal by umpire Rene Passad. It's already 4 runs on the board. 2 wides and a double by Dominic Choi. Daniel, that looks like a slower ball. A little fuller. Choi gets on the front foot and defends. No runs. Daniel again drifting down the leg. Choi tickles it down, but there's a man down there. Short, inside the 30-yard circle. Doesn't get any runs. Choi, well not Choi, sorry. That's the other batsman there, just opening up and placing it in the cover region. The fielder there deep, picking up a single. Bringing Choi back on strike. That was Travis there. Daniel to Choi again. Choi cutting that pass in front of point, but picked up by Issa there in the deep. Picks up a single, brings Travis on, but that's the end of the over. Seven without loss at the end of the first over. And the next bowler is Dario Passad coming in here. A very tricky off-spin bowler again. Going to be bowling to Dominic Choi. So this should prove to be an interesting contest. Dario has been known to pick up crucial wickets when it has mattered. Usually see him bowling a little deeper in the innings, but of course Balmain has to take their chances. They have to take the risks. Shorter length and pulled, but it goes straight to long on there. Choi picks up a single. Travis on the wicket there. Score is 8 in the second over. Dario Passad bowls a little fuller, faster. Wicketkeeper Barry takes it, but it's a wide ball. Dario again to Travis, and it looks like he gets the line he was looking for in that first ball, which is a bit outside the off stump, just within the wide line, moving slightly in. Dario Posada again. A little fuller. That's a good ball. That's a good ball by Dario. He beats the batsman. The batsman went on the front foot. Missed him. So a little trepidation here. A little anxious moments here for Travis. And here we have Dario Posada coming into Travis again. This is shaping up to be a good contest. Shorter length. It's a good length ball, actually. Cuts it to a kind of short point position there. No run. And these youths, I'm telling you, they never give up. They fight the game very hard. Shorter ball, a little wider. Batsman leaves it alone. Choi would have walked up and said something to Travis, maybe telling him, you don't need to rush it. Fuller tries to turn it, goes straight to young Sanjay, and that's the end of the over. 8 runs for no wickets after 2 overs. Fletcher coming in for his second over, the third over of the game. When we bowl into Dominic Choi. So Fletcher to Choi. Choi plays it on the back foot, kinda just short of a good length. So Choi is happy to just be patient and watch the ball. Fletcher to Choi. A little fuller and Choi goes big. Choi gives that the full swing of his arms and that ball crosses the boundary there. 6 runs to Choi. So the score goes up now to 15 without loss. Supersonic batting. I counted in my head now, so thanks for the correction. Ball is quickly found. And that was a good shot from Choi. Playing it basically wider of the long off region there. Long on region, sorry. Sailed over the boundary and a fairly short boundary here in Korea Recreation Ground. Fletcher to Choi. Fletcher bowls. Slower ball down the leg side. And it's a wide ball there. Umpire Rene Posada signals. Certainly Fletcher looked like he tried to do something different with that ball, as all bowlers try to do once they get pummeled for a 6. Fletcher to Choi again. Slower. A little fuller length, good length. A little more bounce, and maybe that's what Fletcher should be bowling. Holding back a little pace, letting the pitch do a little work for you, getting some extra bounce off it, some turn, and letting the batsman think twice about playing big shots. Fletcher to Choi, a slower ball again, and Fletcher has definitely started holding pace off the ball. And Choi is playing a little more cautiously, hitting some good lengths as well. And Fletcher to Choi. A little shorter. Choi pulls it and it goes straight to Sanjay there. at the mid-wicket region. Sanjay doesn't usually miss them either. No run. Fletcher to Choi again. Slower. And he pulls it on his... He sweeps that actually, and it goes in front of mid-wicket there. Long on fields at Dario Prasad. No run. And the score is 19 after 3. And the new bowler is young Sanjay Jairam coming in. Very tricky young bowler, 14 years old. Played for Central Zone under 15. Has known to give big batsmen some trouble. Have been known to take some big wickets as well. So Sanjay is in early. Leg spin. So Sanjay is bowling to Choi, and it seems like Balmain is looking to really mix it up, not give any batsman a chance to get accustomed to any one bowler. Sanjay to Choi. Oh, he bowls it a bit short outside off stump, and Choi steps over and plants that across. He goes for 2 comfortably. Can't really judge Sanjay too much by the size. He's a very tricky bowler there. "14 years old, bowling in a Central Zone final. Good ball. Well flighted, but Choi gets on the back foot and pulls it. A single. Here we have Sanjay again to Travis. Sanjay to Travis. Well flighted turn. He beats Travis there, I think. Travis could have been in a little trouble there. And that is what Sanjay does. He gives batsmen something to think about. A little fuller outside off stump. Sanjay mixing it up a bit. Travis is batting very cautiously here. Not taking too much chances. Again, good length. He plays it. Choi wants the run. He steams down and he makes it easy. And he tests Issa's reaction there. But Choi makes it comfortably. Choi happy to rotate strike as well from Travis, probably seeing that Travis might have been a little cautious. Sanjay to Choi. Flighted a little more. Ooh! And that one turns away from Choi. And that's the end of the over. And it's 21 after 4. have Dario Passad switching sides. Dario is looking to come from the garden end of Korea Village. That's the north end. So he bowled in the southern end, but now he's coming on the northern end. So clearly a strategy had played there. Dario to Travis. He stopped short on his run-up. Umpire Rene Passad calls dead ball. In fact, it was an extra player outside of the 30-yard circle in the power play. Remember, in the power play, first 8 overs, only 2 players are allowed outside of the 30-yard. Dario Passad to Travis. Ooh, fuller ball. It hits him on the pad, and umpire Rene Passad gives Travis out. And that's the first wicket for Balmain United. And the strategy of bowling Dario Passad from the garden end, it has worked. Dario Passad picks up a wicket immediately, and Travis looked a little shaky against Sanjay in the previous over, and Dario Passad comes and cleans it up. So it's 21 for 1 in the 5th over bowling. And the new batsman, Kishan Sukhdev, in the wicket. Another very dangerous batsman for Supersonic. So he's been known to score massive scores. He's been known to hit that ball very hard, clear boundaries. So we will see how that goes. Kishan coming in with Supersonic batting 21 for 1, losing their first wicket, chasing 130. And here's Dario to Kishan. Kishan plays it on the front foot. Kishan not really taking time to settle there. He looks comfortable already off the first ball. Again, Kishan again. Defending of Dario. Dario could be quite a tricky bowler. Dario Passad to Kishan. Short ball, and Kishan pulls it behind point there. That's behind square leg. And that's 4 runs to Kishan. It doesn't take long to settle Kishan. Bejo. So a serious contest here going on between Dario Passad and Kishan Sukhdev, and Kishan pulling him for 4. And short again, and pulled away to the boundary for 4 runs. And the score has now raised to 29-1. Kishan hitting 2 boundaries off Dario Passad, and in reality it's short balls that he bowl. Kind of short and flat, but Kishan does not miss those. He's very quick on it. And again, we thank the groundsman Bijou Sinanan Sipasad. Dario to Kishan. Kishan goes on the front foot. And that's the end of the over there. 29-1. And again, we have Sanjay Jairam with the ball. Sanjay bowled a very tricky over in his previous over. And I think as he gets more comfortable in his spell, you're going to see some more variation. Very well accomplished youth player already. And a single there to Choi, bringing Kishan to the wicket. And Kishan would have previously played for quite a few clubs in Central Zone. Previously Madras United, who actually won the first division 40 over title. Madras, another team full of youths. Sanjay to Kishan. Fuller ball. Kishan goes. He tries to give it everything, but doesn't quite get it. Cahill backing up very well. Doesn't usually let them go. And everyone seems to be having a very good time here at the Korea Village Recreation Ground. There's a lot of tension in the air. You could cut it with a knife. Game is well balanced with a good bowling attack from Balmain, but also a good batting lineup from Supersonic. A fuller ball from Sanjay, and Choi slug sweep that for 6 runs into the garden. So Sanjay, let's see how Sanjay comes back. Choi very experienced in this cricket. Sanjay young but very talented. So this is a good matchup again. Let's see how this goes. Sanjay to Choi. Fuller length. Oh! He missed that. That wraps him on the pad. It may have been going down the leg because umpire Frank Morgan is unmoved. There was a shout there. And Sanjay, I thought that was a good ball from Sanjay. Dipping. Sanjay to Choi again. Looks like a very similar ball, almost identical, but Choi gets more forward and plays it. So Sanjay is looking to correct whatever mistake caused him to be slug swept for 6. Choi played him a little cautiously now. Oh, and Choi comes down the wicket and hits him again for 6. It slams into the side screen. So Choi using his legs well, and I would say his experience to come down the wicket to Sanjay. I think the last 2 balls Sanjay held up the length a little bit. So Choi already read that and charged up the wicket to him. Score is 33 for 1 after 6. And here we have Dario Passat to Kishan here now. Fuller length. Goes to cover. Good throw. But Choi is very fast in between those wickets. He doesn't make joke. So I think Dario Passat has learnt his lesson. Those short balls he hit Kishan were both pulled for 6. So he has adjusted his length. Going a little fuller. Keeping it outside the off stump. Choi and Kishan, 2 very good batsmen in the wicket right now. Dario to Choi, and Choi goes big. It just falls within the boundary there. That's 4 runs. So Choi hits him just wide off long on there. Measuring the fielder, I would say. So the field adjustment now, because Choi has actually hit a few wider of long on. So I now see the field adjustment there. Bringing the long on a little wider. Dario to Choi. Fuller. Choi goes straight overhead and it clears the peace patch. It almost hits some spectators there. A big 6. It hits the almond tree. And Choi belligerently hitting that ball for 6. So Dario Passat He adjusted his short ball that was being pulled, but to Choi, he's going a little too full and he's being hit straight overhead. One wide off long on, the other one straight ahead. Dario, oh, and that's a full toss. Cahill, it goes straight to Cahill in long off. Just picks up a single, so 11 runs so far in the over. In fact, 12 in the over, if I'm not mistaken. And he scores 55 for 1 in the 7th over, so Supersonic has raced forward. Kishan and Choi is really doing some damages here. Dario to Kishan, he drives that, picks up, opens the face there, and it goes backward of point. Well fielded, but he picks up 2 runs. So Kishan back in the wicket. And I remember a couple of years ago, Kishan was the top run scorer in the first division when he played for Madras. Dario to Kishan. Kishan drives it, pierces the gap there in front of cover and picks up 4 runs. Very good shot by Kishan. And maybe in this over, Dario might have been a little too full. And I think he got close to 18 in the over. And we have a new bowler now. Actually, no, that's that. And that's Daniel Fletcher returning from the northern end. Going to be bowling to Choi. Score is 61 for 1 after 7. So Supersonic is sailing away. They must be fancying their chances here in this run chase of 130. Almost at the halfway point with only 7 runs, so only 7 overs, gone. Balmain fighting. They need to break this partnership, Balmain. They need to take a wicket in order to stay in this. Fletcher to Choi. Down the leg. Choi just gets a fine nick on that down the leg side. Choi sends Kishan back for a second. He picks up only a single. 62 for 1. You could see the body language in the Supersonic camp. Their shoulders are very relaxed. They're with smiles in their faces. They probably feel like they are stealing away. Fletcher to Kishan. Kishan cuts it backward point there. Fielded. And if it's one thing, both batsmen, they are playing their shots. They are playing very free. They are playing very positive cricket. Short ball cut. Looks like it goes to cover there. They are not holding back. They are not getting themselves in any shells. They are playing their shots. Daniel to Kishan. And Daniel is keeping a line that is outside of stump. And he is varying his length, which is why you have so much attempted cut shots and so on from Kishan. You could see what the plan is. He has an offside field set. Short and pulled by Kishan. Does it have the legs to go all the way? It just might. And it's pulled down to the backward point region where there's no backward point fielder. And that's for another 4 runs for Kishan. And that may have been a bad ball because Balmain has a backward point, cover, and mid-off field, plus a long off. So you could tell that the plan is to really bowl outside that off stump. That ball went a little too straight. A little too short. Fletcher to Kishan. Again, he bisects that offside field, getting it just wide, just between point and backward point, and it races to the boundary for 4 runs. So very good batting here, very good placement by Kishan. And it looks like we have now Cahill Thomas, Central Zone under 15 player, Trinidad and Tobago under 15 player, very talented young cricketer as well. Cahill is coming into the attack, and it looks like he is going to bowl medium pace. Cahill, of course, actually no, he looks like, yes. Cahill bowls both medium pace and off spin. So we'll just see as he measures his run up what he's going to be bowling. It looks like he is bowling his off spin today. So Cahill, very talented young cricketer as well. Going to be a good battle again, and as I said, this is youth and talent versus experience and talent. These two batsmen look very well set in the wicket as well. Cahill to Choi, full, ooh, and that was very close. Choi could have possibly been bowled there. I think it was almost like a Yorker length ball, but he played it. He got a fine edge down the leg side, picks up 2 runs. Very fast there, Choi. Very good first ball from Cahill. Let's see what else he has in store for us. Cahill to Dominic Choi. Good ball, slower. Cuts it. Picked up by Point there. No run. Cahill to Choi. A little fuller, driven on the ground. Goes to Dario. Dario feels it. A single there to Choi. Brings Kishan to the wicket. So again, this right hand, left hand combination with Choi, the right-handed batsman, Kishan left-handed, could prove a little tricky for the bowlers. But these two batsmen are going about the business in a very clinical manner. Cahill to Kishan. It's wide, outside off, but it just clears the boundary there. So that's a 6 for Kishan. Cahill looks disappointed. So Kishan wasting no time in going after the bowling. Very positive batting by these two. Where the shot is to be played, they are playing it. Cahill to Kishan. Wide outside off stump. Kishan doesn't play a shot, collected by the wicketkeeper. Cahill to Kishan, just short of a length there, outside off. An appeal, muffled appeal. Score is 79 after 9, 79 for 1 after 9, so Supersonic cruising in their chase of 130. And we have Issa Ramkisoon, again another talented under 17 player for Central Zone. Has played in the under 17 cup. Telling you a lot of youth talent in this Balmain team. And we have to credit manager Mystery Luchmi Dial for compiling a team of such talented youths and giving them the opportunity to play at the highest level in Central Zone in the senior division, and they have truly shown what they are made of, bringing Balmain to the final. Of course, Balmain defeating Korea comprehensively in the semi-final. Issa to Choi, full ball. The fielder there gets a hand to it on the offside. Fielded in a deep cover position, just a single to Choi. And Issa bowls a stiff medium pace. A youth pace bowler. Very tricky sometimes. But again, a lot of young talent here in this Balmain team. We have to give credit to these youths. Issa to Ishan. Ishan cuts that. Well fielded at backward point. Just a single. Just inside the 30-yard circle. And I must say, Kishan is looking very stylish with his batting here, playing a lot of good cut shots. If it's outside off stump, he's going full through with the shot, picking up his sixes. Choi as well. Issa to Choi. He comes off his run up. Delivers a fuller ball. Choi looked like he was ready to go big. Didn't quite get it as he would have wanted. And we know Choi could send them sailing over the boundary. A lot of good youth talent here. We have Sanjay, Jairam, we have Issa, we have Cahill Thomas, quite a few others. Shorter ball, pulled and well taken. Well taken, just in more upper or in front of the point the mid wicket position there. That looks like Fletcher that took a catch there. He just slapped it off the air, juggled it once or twice, but took it up. Great catch there, and Choi is gone. How much Choi made? Choi a well played innings. I think putting his team in a really good position. And Choi going for 44, falling 6 short of a half century, but I think placing his team in a very good position to lift the Central Zone Senior Division 40 over title. And the new batsman is Brandon Mongru, replacing Dominic Choi to a really good catch from Fletcher. I don't know, that may have looked like the setup because Issa bowled a short ball. His previous balls had been more full. Bowled a shorter ball, got Choi pulling, and Fletcher just snatched that out of the air, juggled it once or twice, but took it. It was a difficult catch, I would say. But just because it was high over his head, were well taken. And I tell you, these youths, they are really good on the field, they are very fast, and they are very sharp. Brandon Mongru to the wicket, replaces Dominic Choi. And he scores 81 for 2 in the 10th over. Brings Brandon Mongru to the wicket. Batting with Kishan Sukhdev. And I tell you, Choi was looking really good inside of there. Just one shot away from his half century, but great catch by Fletcher to dismiss him. And Issa steams in to Mongru. Oh, and it's wide outside, short and wide outside off stump. Keeps a little low, but no run. So Monguru's first ball, he slashed at it, missed it completely. I think Issa might be fancying bowling a little more outside off stump, getting him playing that shot. Issa to Monguru again, short of a length outside the off stump. That's the end of the over there. Successful over for Balmain, taking another wicket, taking the dangerous wicket of Dominic Choi. And it looks like Cahill again to Kishan Sukhdev. So Cahill Thomas, can he look to pick up another wicket, because they've broken the partnership, but Kishan Sukhdev is looking dangerous in that wicket. Score is now 81 for 2, and it's getting agonizingly close to that 130. It's 49 runs again with a lot of overs in hand. Only 10 overs bowled. Cahill to Sukhdev, shorter length, pulls at it, but it goes too long on. Just a single picked up, but they are overthrown and they scramble for a quick second. That's good running in between the wickets. That's good running between the wickets. So 47 more needed by Supersonic. And they are willing to put Balmain under some serious pressure with the running. These youths are usually very good on the field. Flighted ball, full, and Kishan goes all the way. All the way on the offside. Wide off, long on. In fact, that's the offside, sorry. Left-handed Kishan. So Kishan goes big. 41 needed. With a lot of overs in hand, as I said. It's only the 11th over bowling. Cahill bowls to Kishan. Kishan goes for the sweep shot and is given out LBW. Cahill gets him. Cahill gets his wicket. So Kishan goes. Walks slowly out. Full ball. That looked like it hit him full on the pad. And he was given out LBW by umpire Rene Passad. A well played innings. So 39. Kishan goes for 39 runs. As his team claps him up. And here we have a player also known as the local Andre Russell, but his name is Frank Whitfield. He has the structure from a distance. You might be forgiven if you mistake him for Andre Russell. He has that mohawk, and he has that colored mohawk there too. Let's see if he might be able to play our Andre Russell innings for Supersonic here today. Cahill getting the crucial wicket again of Kishan Sukhdev for 39. Score now is 89 for 3. Supersonic losing wickets consecutively in 2 overs. They have removed the 2 dangerous batsmen who were giving them some trouble, but the equation looks still more in the balance of Supersonic. 41 needed of and Cahill. Oh no, Frank goes first ball for 6. He hits it away. First ball goes for 6 by Frank. So he wasted no time. Cahill to Frank. Whitfield shorter, and Frank goes again. Does he have enough on it? No, he doesn't, and it's caught. It's caught in long on. So Frank goes. So Supersonic loses 3 quick wickets. So 4 wickets down for Supersonic. And the score is 95 for 4. The equation still on the side of Supersonic, but they can't afford to lose too much more wickets. That brings Aaron Das to the wicket. Very good batsman. Very measured. Talented batsman for Supersonic. And the captain for Supersonic. Can the captain see them through to the end? My mistake. Dominic Choi is the captain of Supersonic there. But Aaron Das, very senior player with Sonics. Can he take them all the way? And Aaron Das, the last time he bat on this Korea Village pitch against Koreans, I believe he made close to 190 something, if I'm not mistaken. So he enjoys batting on this pitch. And Cahill bowls a first ball to him, no run. And that is Issa bowling there. To Brandon Mongrou. Shorter cut, but goes straight to Sanjay. But Aaron Das already down the pitch there to him. That's the end of the... No, not the end of the over, but Issa is having a word there with wicketkeeper Barry Lakshmidial. And this should be a good contest. We have Issa running in against Aaron Das. Again, very experienced and good batsman for Supersonic. Aaron would want to stay there all the way down to the end. Issa to Aaron. Good ball. Aaron just plays it on the offside gently and just far away from the fielder for him to pick up a single. And Aaron already looks comfortable inside this wicket. Issa to Brandon, and he just plays it straight to the fielder there on the offside, no run. And of course, with the dismissal of Kishan and Choi, the run rate has fallen slightly, the rate of scoring. But of course, we have two new batsmen in the wicket, so of course they would take the time to settle down. Issa to Brandon, he cuts that. It goes to the deep cover position, just a single. And these two batsmen with a lot of overs in hand, they are comfortable to just run up the score, single by single. Issa to Aaron Das. Shorter ball, Aaron pulls it in front of square there and he gets 4 runs. Good shot by Aaron Das. That takes the score to 103 for 4. So well on the way. And this is the last ball in the 12th overs and 27 runs needed in a 40 over game here. Issa to Aaron, short again, and Aaron pulls it over the fielder and it's 4 runs. So certainly can't afford to be bowling these loose balls. Surely Supersonic is finding themselves in a position where they must feel like they are cruising towards this 130 total. Only 23 needed now. And Supersonic certainly been knocking on the door for quite a while in Central Zone. They have made many finals. They've made many semi-finals. But in recent years, at least the last 3 or 4 years, they haven't been able to lift that title. Certainly since COVID, they've been playing very good cricket, haven't been able to lift that title, and as I said, this is the senior division, this is the best Central Zone has to offer, and Supersonics will be fancying their chances of lifting that prestigious title in the 40 over senior division championship. Brandon Mangru here, about to face off the Cahill Thomas. Of course, I am your commentator here, Viyash Nandlal, chairman of the Central Zone. Cahill Thomas to Brandon. Fuller ball, Brandon goes at it and he clears. Does he clear? He clears Dario Passad, the fielder. 4 runs. So Supersonic not looking to waste time, making short work of it. Oh, and Brandon goes big and he goes for 6. So that's 117 now. Just 13 runs needed for victory for Supersonic. And Balmain looks dejected, these youths, but they've played well. They've played excellent cricket all throughout the season, and we cannot fault them. Cricket is played on the day. These youths are the best that Central Zone have to offer. They are among the top 2 best teams in Central Zone right now. They have taken their club to the final. I know they would have had dreams of lifting that trophy. It looks like a very far away possibility at the moment. But many of them, they have played very excellent cricket throughout the season. And as chairman of the Central Zone, I must say I'm very proud of them. I think cricket in Central Zone and cricket in general in Trinidad and Tobago is in very good hands with these youngsters. These youths are getting some trouble to find the ball there. So we have a new ball there, 13 runs needed. Supersonic making short work of it, but again, as I said, the youths of Balmain look disappointed, dejected, but they should hold their shoulders high. They have competed against the very best in Central at the zonal level. They've taken their team to a final. They are playing against Supersonic, and on the day the better team wins. Supersonic has played great cricket today in this final, restricting Balmain to 129, and their batting has been impeccable. It's been a clinical, very clinical chase here by Supersonic. They've gone about their business very calm, but sometimes brutal as well. Cahill to Jonathan, and he plows it for 6 again. So 7 needed. And there's some good batting here. And the score is 123 for 4. Just 7 more needed now for Supersonic to clinch this title. Cahill to Jonathan, just 7 more needed. Short, and it's pulled down. It's another boundary. Backward square leg. That's a 4. Brings the score to 127. Only 3 runs needed. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the end as well of the Central Zone cricket season for 2026. This is our last game. We've had beautiful weather. I want to thank all of you, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of this game, who have joined us, who have been supporters, great supporters of us here throughout this time. Thank you all for the support you have given. Our social media pages have been exploding. Over 100,000 views for our T20 festival. Cahill to Jonathan. Jonathan goes big but misses. Cahill still not willing to go down so easily. Balmain, of course, looks like they are close to the end of this run chase, and this 40 overs, just 3 more needed. Oh, and Jonathan goes big for a 6, and he ends it in style. And Supersonic, they have won. They are the Central Zone 40 over Senior Division champion. Finally, Supersonic will lift the silverware. They will lift the trophy. And well played to Balmain and these youths. We cannot take anything away from Balmain. These youths have taken their team to yet another final, playing against some of the best that Central has to offer. Well done to Balmain, but well done to Supersonic in a clinical finish. Very clinical finish, ladies and gentlemen. And I thank you for joining us here. We will have our trophy presentation soon. But an excellent game, very excellent performance by Supersonic. Well deserved bowling performance, well deserved run chase, clinical, and it's some exceptional performances there, ladies and gentlemen. And Supersonic are the 2026 Central Zone Senior Division 40 over champions. And as we see the players shaking hands, camaraderie, we thank all our viewers, we thank the umpires, we thank the officials, and this brings to an end the Central Zone 2026 season. All of the Central Zone finals have been played. All of our semi-finals were played. Even in the rainy season, we were able to complete all our games, not rain affected, and we are very thankful for that. And it's a beautiful day for cricket today, ladies and gentlemen. So we thank you again for joining us as we see Irandas making his way out. And I thank you all.